Hello everyone, welcome to DTBTV. This will be my short video just giving you a little bit more information on the Mo Salah contract demand or conversation that they're having with FSG at the moment. I'm just going to read out a little piece here from the Telegraph, and then later on I'll be doing my preview for Arsenal. Massive game tonight at Anfield. Me and Craig Farragut will be around the ground. We'll be there for the coach welcome, and we'll be bringing you the best videos we can from Anfield as it gets through the stages of building up to such a big game. I enjoyed the Tottenham versus Chelsea game last night. Shows you that, playing for Wembley does matter to some clubs. I think it matters to us. It'd be interesting to see the lineup that Klopp puts out. So I'm just going to read out this piece first with regards to Mo Salah's contract demands. So it says here, and this is by Chris Bascom, who's a journalist for the Telegraph, and it says, Mo Salah is reportedly demanding a wage bump to around £400,000 per week to keep him at Liverpool beyond the 2023 expiration date of his current contract. This claim comes from Chris Bascom and Mike McGrath at the Telegraph, with it being acknowledged that the Egyptian international is looking for the club to recognise the importance of his contributions. Having registered an astonishing 32 goal contributions, 23 goals and 9 assists in the 26 games across all competitions, the discussions are arguably weighted in the 29-year-old's favour as things stand. It says here, the main point of contention for the powers that will be resolved around the forwards' age, with Salah set to join beloved number 9 Bobby Firmino in turning 30 in mid-June. In what is a responsible concern for our owners, they don't wish to throw the kitchen sink at a new deal for the former Chelsea star at a risk of inviting financial difficulties down the line if performances falter. So what they're saying there is FSG are worried it'll be like a bit like a Mesut Ozil or an Aubameyang, where what happens if we give, let's not forget Salah's still got 2 years left on his contract. What if in 2 years' time he's getting 10 goals a season, 15 goals a season? I can't see that, but that's FSG's fear. So what I think FSG are doing is they're probably going to wait to the end of the season. They're probably going to say, I tell you what, let's just see how he keeps going. Let's see how he keeps going over the course of the season. Let's see how he keeps going up until the end of the season. And then going into next season, if he starts next season on fire, then we'll give you that contract. Maybe that's what's happening. There is no rush. He does have 2 years left on his deal. So Klopp says he's happy with how things are going. So I can only see it as that kind of conversations is what's going on. There's an understanding that they just want to see a little bit longer if he can keep up the levels. Because as you know, Aubameyang down tools after his new contract. Mesut Ozil didn't even play, and I can understand why, as ruthless businessmen, we're a little bit worried about that. But having said that, they're in a rock and a hard place. They have to sign his contract because they will not have a supporter left. I said this yesterday. I've actually been behind FSG a lot, but I can't stick up for them anymore. I mean, we are down to the bare bones now. With regards to Origi's got to go in the summer anyway because his contract's more or less out. You've got obviously Genie going. We didn't replace him. Thiago's injured all the time, which is frustrating. He was never injured at Bayern. KT can't get fit. Oxlade-Chamberlain just, he only had a season back from a cruciate knee ligament injury. So to me, we have to bring in midfield players now. And all this nonsense I'm seeing on Liverpool pages at the moment about us meeting a release clause of 70 million for a centre-back. We do not need a centre-back. That is the last thing we need, a centre-back. We've got Reece Williams, Nat Phillips, Joel Matip, Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez. We do not need, and Canate, 6 centre-halves. We do not need a centre-back. Not a chance do we need I don't care how good he is. I don't care if they don't want him to go to Chelsea or Man City. I would rather us pip Man City and Chelsea to Erling Haaland than I would rather us break our bank for a centre-back. So that one needs to go away fast, which I think it will. So anyway, yeah. However, as previously noted, the initial signs would appear to point in the direction of the Egyptian following in the footsteps of Leo Messi and co in extending the best years beyond the norm. If 30 seems an unlikely point of decline for Mo, it would have arguably be the height of stupidity to hold off on supplying his demands, provided that they are indeed, as claimed, not crazy. So that's the piece on Mohamed Salah. I will be doing a piece in a bit on the Arsenal preview. Let me know your thoughts on the comments of this video. Let me know what you think. Do you think we should just sign it now, or do you think, like FSG's stance is a little bit, let's just wait a little bit longer and see what we can, what kind of form he's going to be in coming to the end of August. I mean, yeah, the end of May, and then going into August. Maybe what's waiting 6 more months? He's got 2 years. I know it's frustrating for the supporters. What's your thoughts on that? You'll never walk alone.